Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A. It's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. It's located on the east spawn of Malinovka, and it's under the command of talon1958 of OLIMP. And it's another entry in his ever continuing contest to try and win the weekend line. Game on. Well, as you may know, Talon is in the lead at the moment. On previous weeks, he's actually been following or sending in replays, trying to catch up with Angelina. Angelina75 has been particularly successful over the past couple of months, but, well, Talon seems to have clicked at last, and he's got some good replays. He's currently in the lead with a first class, a bruiser, and a Confederate, if I remember correctly, and he's ready to go again. Well, straight off the bat, he's aiming for where a T-44 was spotted over by these bushes. Another tank's coming to sight, so Waffenträger. See if he can get a shot on this guy. Very thin armor. They make very good targets because shells tend to go straight through them. Rounds out. Oh, direct hit! He got him. Or at least he hit somebody who was there. And that could be quite a significant hit. Because, of course, Waffenträgers tend to let the shells go right through, in which case you get a high roll or a low roll. It's 900 Alpha, which is capable of penetrating 52mm of armor. Waffenträgers have much less than that. And it's got a 10.4 meter burst radius as well. Okay, aiming for the other side of the lake. And suddenly the enemy comes into sight going up the hill. There's a whole bunch of them grouped together, heavy tanks. It's lining up the shot, trying to work out exactly where they're going. That's half the battle in Arty, is trying to work out where to lay the shell. Well, that splashed that guy, the BZ-52, 58-2 rather. Standard reload for this Arty, 37.39 seconds. His standard reload is 30.11, so he's not 7 seconds off. He's almost loaded, getting ready for another shot. Work out where to put the shell. He's going to put it just behind the SMV, I hope. Rounds out. Yes, he did, and he got a direct hit as well. 381 from that one. Yeah, if you put it just behind, when they back up, they go straight into the shell. But there's a whole bunch of them together now, so it's going to be dead easy. Just fire in any direction, and really in that direction, and you'll hit something. He's almost ready to go, and just wait till this shell goes in. Okay, rounds out. Well, he hit the front of the TS5 for 229. Enemy RT in this game is a batch at 155.55, which is why he's being a little cautious and backing up a bit. Doesn't want to get spotted. The enemy is pushing really hard actually as well, which is surprising. Oh, now this is interesting. The enemy's turned around because our guys managed to get on the lower step of the hill. They managed to get behind the guys. Rounds out. That landed on the AMX 65 ton. It looked like it hit the rear of the vehicle. 356 hit points. He's racking up the damage. Well, our guys have fallen back from that position. Okay, we're going to the SMV. And it landed in front, but he did get the stun assist off that one. Now, these guys are spread out quite a bit. But that makes it difficult because you're aiming for only one at a time. You can see the enemy 65 ton didn't survive. And the TS5 is still fighting. In fact, he's still fairly healthy. But he's backing off now. I think they've bitten off more than they could chew. Okay, grabs out. Direct hit right in the side of the TS5 for 245. He doesn't seem to be picking up a lot of stun assist out of this game. Only 201 so far, and that was the shot on the CC57 that suddenly died. Or CC67, I should say. He suddenly expired after the shell hit him or stunned him. And we can see a few trees going down in the forest. So it looks like the enemy suddenly realized they're in trouble and they're spreading out. Okay, that Scorpion makes a nice target. He's dialing in as quickly as he dare. And he fired just as the Scorpion was killed. So unfortunately that shell was wasted, but there was nothing he could do about it. The shell went out precisely the moment the Scorpion died. He couldn't stop it. So he's just changing his position again. Now, I think that the TS-54 is actually headed back towards our cap area. And yes, he noticed that. The reason why was there was an enemy tank arrived at our cap area, the AMX 1390. Luckily, we have the an SU-130 PM around to actually finish him off. In fact, he finished him off from the lookout point on the hill at F7. Okay, we're looking in these trees, and yes, there's the Scorpion. Oh, good hit! 269, and he's on 38 hit points now. Doesn't take long for a T-54E1 to finish him off. There are only 5 enemy left off this game now. We can see they're spread out. We've got the Batchat's just been spotted, and he's got a Leopard prototype protecting him, but I don't think they'll live very long. Okay, we're dialing in on the Batchat. Again, I don't think he will last long. Rounds out. Here we go. Oh, it was a direct hit for 378. So he's lost most of his hit points. And despite the fact that he does a shotgun, he's out the game. And now it's the Leopard prototype's turn. He's not quite a one-shot, but he is now. In fact, he's a ram kill. And there's only one enemy left. T-44, the tank that was seen right at the start of the game, and he's gone, and that means it's game over. Here's the end of battle results, and that was a third-class tank of a talon1958 of OLIMP in the 212A. He managed to get a bronze medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 11. And he got a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. His win rate on that game, 2,079, which is very good. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the AMX M451 on his team, who picked up a high caliber and a steel wall for 4,707 hit points of damage. Second highest was that TS5 with 4,199 hit points. Third highest was the CC1 Mark II on our team with 3,359, and Talon picked up 2,480 hit points of damage, beaten by only 2 members of his own team, 3 of the enemy team. 3 members of his own team puts him in 6th place on damage. When it came to kills, the top scorer was the CC1 Mark II with 5 kills. 3 kills went to the AMX M451, and 2 kills went to the T54E1 on his own team, and the TS5 and Leopard prototype on the enemy team. And Talon didn't get any kills at all. But when it came to base XP, he's actually a little way down the table, yes, because no stun assist in this game. 1,339 went to the AMX M451, 1,149 went to the CC1 Mark II, and the Maelstrom managed to get 1,053. They were the only 3 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game, and we can see a little further down the table, in fact, actually 4 places down, so 7th place overall on his team, but not 7th place overall, it's 8th place for Talon when it comes to base XP, because he got 720, and he was actually beaten by the TS5 on the enemy team. When it came to detail, 10 shots fired, only 10, not a lot, 6 direct hits, no penetrations, 10 splash, 2,480 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 7 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he did get 38 hit points of damage assistance and 201 hit points of stun assist of 10 stuns, and that's where he missed out on getting a higher mastery, because of course virtually no stun assist at all. The enemy just weren't, his teammates rather, just weren't shooting at the stun tanks, and he said that, fine, don't shoot at the stun tanks then, sarcastically. He actually earned 78,437 credits overall the game, and he did get 65,000 for completing a mission, 25 bonds for another mission completion, and 2,160 experience points altogether. So sadly, this does not beat the score that Talon set earlier in the week. Yes, that was in the batch at 155.55. He got a first class, a bruiser, and he got a Confederate out of that one. And so that is still the leading game in this contest. Until Angelina comes up with something that can beat him, I'm afraid, yes, he's definitely still in the lead and likely to get the weekend lie-in on Sunday morning. So there you go. Not a great game in this one, but that's down to his teammates just not shooting the enemy tanks. In fact, that's a problem that a lot of people tend to have. Again, it's the reason why whenever I play the game, I mark the targets before I shoot them. I mark them after I shoot them to try and encourage my teammates to hit the tanks. If they suddenly see those boxes appear above the tanks, or the arrows, or whatever symbol appears above that vehicle, they are prompted to try and hit that target. And if they do see it and they hit it, then you'll pick up the stun assist. If they see it before you shoot, then they get the assist. And sooner or later, players do actually realize that if they actually hit targets which then gets tracked and stationary, it's easier for you to hit them, but it also means that they get the damage assist. And damage assist is just as valuable as stun assist in many ways. And that's why a lot of tank drivers, the ones who are savvy, the ones who know what they're doing, will actually attack tanks to try and track them, hold them in place, and let the Arty do their job, and then they can go in afterwards and pick up some more damage by hitting tanks which have suddenly been stunned and are unable to fight back. So there you go. Hopefully we will get a replay from Angelina in the near future, which will probably beat Talon, but we can't say for certain. Let's just hope that it's a good replay. If you enjoyed this one, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.